Today we're going to be working on creating our brainstorm activity. So I've created an assignment called brainstorm activity, and it will have this video in the link for you to follow along with. But what you're going to need to do is go to a website called poplet.com. So poplet.com. And once I get there, I'm going to have to log in. So I click log in. And down here at the bottom where it says not a member, sign up now, I click sign up now. Takes a minute. If you get this warning about the latest Flash player, you're going to need to come up here to the eye and go into site settings and tell it down here where it says Flash, click allow. And then you can close settings and you're back at the Poplet page. You'll see this bar up here that says that your settings have been updated. So you click reload and you should be good to go. It's going to think for a minute. Okay, so now we have to type in some information. So I type in my first name, my last name, and my email. I'm going to have to use a different email because I already have an account. So you type in your email and your password. And you click it, I agree to Poplet's terms of service and privacy policy, and click next. Choose the free plan, and it will take a minute to load. Alright, so now once we're in, we're ready to get started. And I'm just going to show you one so that you understand what this is going to look like. Here's one about facts about Earth, and you've got the Earth in the middle, and then you've got all of these facts coming off of it. We're going to do something like that for our Choose Your Own Adventure story. So click Make a New Poplet, name your Poplet, and this would be the spot to put the title of your adventure story. So I'm going to be going on a Washington, D.C. adventure. And you can pick a color. I feel like pink today. And I'm going to click Make It So. Alright, once I get in, the first pop, I now need to create the little boxes. So it says double click to make a popple. So I double click and it'll make it for me. And I want to type in my setting. So my setting here is going to be a Washington, D.C. and surrounding area, and it's going to be a sightseeing adventure. Okay, and I can change how wide this poplet is by dragging it and resizing it. I don't need it very big. I can also change what color it is, so I feel like this one needs to be pink because it's just information, and I can drag it around. So then, the next thing I need you to type in is who are your characters. And my characters in my story are going to be myself, Renee, my sister, Maureen, and my other sister, Erin. Let's go ahead and again change the color of that one because this one is just basic information about my story. Alright, so now we need to talk about what events are going to happen in my story. So I can move it around by clicking anywhere on the screen and dragging. And the first thing that's going to happen in my story is we are going to fly to Washington, D.C. Alright, so now we need to start making some choices. So after each event, there needs to be 2 choices in your story. And then there will be a total of 4 layers of choices. So I'm going to pull this dot right here to kind of create my tree. I'm going to pull it way over because I'm going to need a lot of space, and it creates another box for me. So my first choice that happens after we fly to Washington, D.C. is, do we visit Williamsburg? So I'm going to type in visit Williamsburg, not Burn, Berg, which is a place in Virginia. Okay, or I'm going to drag another one way over here. After I fly in, either I visit Williamsburg or I visit the Capitol building. All right. Well, let's say that the person chooses to go to Williamsburg. What is the next choice? And again, I'm going to grab this dot and drag it over. My first choice for them is they can visit Thomas Jefferson's house. Or they can go for a drive in the mountains. Okay, and you're going to keep going like this, and you need to create 4 layers. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'll speed up through this so that you don't have to watch the whole thing. All right, so here you go. I have my poplet finished. I'm going to zoom out so you can see the whole thing. And I had to space it out quite a bit to get it all to kind of line up so that I didn't get confused. And that's totally okay. So the first thing that happens is I fly to Washington, D.C., and then I have to make a choice of either visiting Williamsburg or visiting the Capitol. And then from there, I have to have 4 levels of choices, and each of those things has to go to 2 others. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And so each choice that you have then has 2 choices after it. So that is what I'm looking for from you. If you have questions, make sure to ask. When you're done, you need to share this with me. So you're going to click share, and you're going to click on these 2 arrows going back and forth, and you just click OK, let me share it with the link, and it's going to give you a link right here. You need to highlight the whole thing and copy it by pushing Command C, and then you go back into your Google Classroom, and you're going to open this Brainstorm activity, and you are going to have to send me a comment or add a link, and you just paste your link right there, click add link, and then click turn in. Turn in. All right, and so that way I can see what your poplet looks like. Again, if you have questions, let me know and I will help you. Good luck. Looking forward to reading them.